Hello students, I am Professor Reshma Shinde. Welcomes you in our sessions of Export-Import Management. In last lecture, we had discussed the syllabus of Export-Import Management. In today's lecture, we are going to learn the introduction of Export-Import Management. The first, as you know, the first topic given in our syllabus, that is international trade, nature and scope of international trade. So everybody knows meaning of trade. Trade means there is a selling and buying of services, or we can say exchange of goods and services with money. The trade may be of two types. It may be internal trade or it may be the international trade. So first we'll discuss what is meant by internal trade. Internal trade, also known as inter-regional trade. It means trade between different regions of a same country. The internal trade means trading of commodities within a country. We can say trading of commodity between a regions in a particular country. Again, internal trade, we also called it inter-regional trade. We can also know it as a home trade, or we can also call it as a domestic trade. So, internal trade or internal trade or inter-regional trade or home trade or domestic trade means the exchange of goods and services within a political boundaries of a nation. So we can say internal or domestic trade means selling and buying of commodities within a particular boundaries of a country or within a territory boundaries of a country. Then next, that is international trade. So international trade means buying and selling of goods between a different countries or trade within a trade between a countries. So internal trade or home trade means trade within a country, and international trade means trade between a countries. So we learn the definition of international trade. The international trade refers to the exchange of products and services from one country to another country. So I think everybody knows what is meant by international trade. So it is a trade or exchange of a product or services from one country to another country. The international trade consists of goods and services moving in two directions. So in a trade, it not means only the buying and selling of products. It also includes the trade of services. So there are two directions of international trade. First direction, that is the imports. Imports means those goods and services are flowing into a country from abroad. We can say flow of commodity from another country to our country, or buying a product from another country. So imports are goods and services flowing into a country from abroad, into a country. So you have to remember flow of goods into a country. The next direction, that is export. So it includes exports of goods and services from home country to another country. It means flowing out of a country and so overseas. Means in import means flowing into a country, and exports means flowing out of a country. So it is the opposite. Imports means flowing into a country and exports means flowing out of a country. So international trade is the exchange of capital, goods and services across the international borders or territories. So in international trade means exchanging of goods, services and capitals across international borders or territories. Then there are two types of trade. We can say it may be visible trade or it may be the invisible trade. So visible trade refers to the buying or selling of goods, solid, tangible things between countries. So everybody knows tangible things. Tangible means which we can see, touch, feel, smell. So what we can see, we can say visible trades means trade of goods, and invisible trade means trade of services. So in export and import, it may include goods or it may include services, or as we discussed in last slide, it may be the capital. So it is a visible or invisible trade. The international trade happens due to the different reasons. There may be the standards of country, may be the availability of resources, may be the requirement of resources. There are some many factors which affect on the international trade or which facilitate the international trade. Now the next point, that is why does international trade exist. So we can say it is the factors which facilitate the international trade. So first factor, that is ability to produce product. So in international trade, the first reason, that is international trade arise because countries differ in their demand for goods and their ability to produce them. So every country has different demand. So due to this demand, they arise a international trade. So demand and ability of product is a one factor which facilitate the international trade. Then second, factors of production cannot be transferred easily between countries and so goods move instead. The next factors, that is factors of production. Every country has a different factors of production, means availability of factors of production. There are four major factors of production, that are land, labor, capital and management. So availability of these is different. So and these factors cannot be moved from one place to another place, or we can say from one country to another country. So the country who has a ample availability of this factor, they produce a product and they sold that product to the another country. The next factor, that is national trade. Nations trade internationally when they are not the resources or capacity to satisfy domestic needs and wants domestically. So another factor means that some countries, they do not have sufficient resources or they are not capable to produce the requirement of their citizens. So they want that product, so obviously they fulfill their demand by importing the product from another country. The next, that is international trade, is the result of territorial divisions of labor and specialization in a country. So some countries has some specification, as you know that some countries are bigger producers of the oils, so they are exporting that oil to the another country. So every country has their specialization, and within which they are specialized, they export that product to the demanding country. The next factor, that is labor and entrepreneurial skills vary in different countries. So every country has a labor availability and entrepreneurial skills are different. Some countries having good entrepreneur skills, or some having a availability of labors, or some countries has a availability of capital. So as per their availability, they produce a product and export that product to the another country. The next factor, that is factors of production are highly immobile between the countries. As we discussed in last slide, the factors of production cannot be moved from one country to another country. Due to that, the country who has good or availability of factor of production, ample availability of resources, they produce that product and export that product to the demanding country. And the next point, that is modern industrialized world would not exist if countries did not import and export. And along with these factors, there are some major reasons which arise international trade, or we facilitate import and export. Those are price, quality, availability and demand. So if particular country can provide a product in a cheap price, obviously another country import that product instead of producing same goods. Then quality, particular person required a good quality in a good price. So quality is another factor which helps to the import and export. Then availability, some country, as we discussed in our session, that some countries are having availability of different factors and some countries are lacking in factors of production. So the country which are ample in the availability of factors of production, availability of resources of production, they produce that product and export that product to the another country. And another factor, that is demand. If particular country got a demand from another country and they can easily produce a product, obviously they produce a product and supply to the demanding countries. So it will help to earn more profit to their country. So in this session we introduce what is meant by international trade, definition of international trade, what is mean by international trade and domestic trade, then visible trade, invisible trade. So in next session we'll meet again. Thank you.